Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the background, I am back in my room in Auckland. Hopefully this lighting and this camera angle is okay. It has literally been months since I've sat down in my room and filmed a video. So as you guys can see by the title of this video, this is going to be another video in my Christmas series this year. So I don't think I'm going to be doing Vlogmas this year just because I am stuck in Auckland and I think we are going to be in lockdown still, but we can leave for Christmas and I'm just going to be working, so there's not really anything that's kind of open that's going to be worthwhile to vlog. So I thought this year I would just do like kind of what I'm doing at the moment and just like scatter some Christmas videos and kind of just with my normal uploads and everything. So if you guys do want to see a specific Christmas video, let me know down below what you guys want to see and I will do my best to film them. I'm kind of sad I'm not going to be doing Vlogmas this year, but hopefully, fingers crossed, next year I will be back doing Vlogmas. And it is a little bit harder to do Vlogmas because I only have this room. But as you guys can see by the title of this video, this is going to be my Christmas traditions. So I'm just going to be kind of telling you guys what traditions I had growing up, and then just like I've got a few traditions that I've written down that I want to start for when Phil and I have kids, because Phil and I get married next year, so kids will probably be in the near future. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people do this video and I just think it's super interesting to kind of see what people do. So yeah, apologies the background isn't all Christmassy and everything. All of my Christmas decorations are in Hawke's Bay. Without further ado, let's jump into this video. So I've written down all of my notes in my little YouTube book, so if I'm looking down and not specifically looking at the camera, then that is why. So the first tradition that I have written down is that we always get a new decoration for Mum's tree. So Mum recently has started doing two Christmas trees. The first tree is more of a like bigger kind of Christmas tree that Mum decorates herself, just with some really nice baubles and lights and decorations and stuff. And then the second tree that my mum has is kind of like mine and Shelby and Anya's tree, so it's a little bit smaller than her big one. And it just has all of our decorations that we've collected over the years. I asked Mum if I could take them to put them on my tree and she said no, so yeah, they're kind of just staying at Mum's house and go on Mum's tree every year. But I think in Vlogmas last year I went round to Mum's and put my decorations on the tree. So yeah, I've got like a massive box of decorations that I've kind of collected over the years, and yeah, Mum tends to buy us a new decoration every year just to kind of add to it, which is really nice that she's still doing that, because obviously both me and one of my younger sisters don't live at home anymore. The second tradition that we have is that we always open my grandma's present on Christmas Eve. I don't really know why. Yeah, we would always just open her present Christmas Eve, which is kind of nice because then you kind of start the like Christmas festivities a little bit earlier. The third Christmas tradition, I'm sure a lot of Kiwis can relate with this, but that is that there's always Pavlova. So Pavlova is a like Kiwi Christmas dessert. It's kind of like a meringue, but like the inside of it is really like nice and squishy. They're really difficult to make. I did kind of want to do a video making one of them, but I wanted to do that with my mum, but my mum doesn't want to be on camera and I've never made it before, so maybe Phil and I will attempt that next year and see how we go. It could be an absolute disaster. I don't actually like Pavlova, but there's always Pavlova on Christmas. The next tradition is that we always watch Home Alone every year. So usually my family tend to watch at least the first Home Alone, like the one where Kevin's at home and then the like robbers come to his place, although I do actually like the second one as well. And usually if we've got time we will watch both of those, not necessarily on Christmas, although I think my mum likes to watch the first one on Christmas. I can't have a Christmas if I don't watch Home Alone. The next tradition that we have is that we always watch the Royal Variety performance or show on Christmas Day. So this is something that is live, I think it's live streamed in the UK, or it's filmed in the UK, and it's kind of just like a show that has like performances and has comedians and dancers, little skits. They had Cirque du Soleil one year. Really good. It usually goes for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, I think. Been watching that on Christmas the last like 3-4 years, I think, and I look forward to it every year. It's always really, really good. Please go and check it out. It's just like one performance. It's not like a TV show where there's like episodes. It's just like one long massive thing. The next tradition was more of something that Shelby and I did as a kid, and that is that we always left a note out and little like cookies and a carrot carrot for Santa and his reindeer, and we would always leave out like little notes for Santa to sign to say that he's been there and everything's been dropped off safely and everything. So yeah, Shelby and I really enjoyed doing that as a kid, but yeah, obviously now we don't do that anymore. The next Christmas tradition is that we always listen to Christmas music when we unwrap presents. So we've done this ever since Shelby and I think Anya were quite young. Mum will always put on like, I think it's either like Michael Bublé or Hayley Weston or Christmas, and we'll just let it play softly in the background as we open Christmas presents. I really enjoy it. Like, it's just really nice and relaxing, and it kind of just gets you in like the festive mood. So the next Christmas tradition is something that a lot of Kiwis and probably even Aussies will do, and that is that we always have a barbecue on Christmas. I know overseas and stuff, when people have Christmas in winter, they always do like a roast, but here in New Zealand and probably Australia, we always have a barbecue because it's usually quite hot. Christmas is like in the middle of our summer, and I know in my household at least, like we would always do a barbecue. Like ever since I was little, we'd always go around to like my auntie's place and they would do a massive barbecue, and now mum and dad always do a barbecue. And then the last Christmas tradition, you guys will know if you watch my Vlogmas videos, and that is that I always have an advent calendar. I have always had a like Cadbury or some sort of chocolate advent calendar as a kid, and as an adult I just kept the tradition going. I think there were a couple of years that we didn't end up doing it, and it just felt really weird. I haven't actually got my advent calendar this year. I think it's just because I'm not feeling as festive this year. You guys always ask to see it in the vlogs, so I'm sure a lot of you guys do the same thing and have advent calendars. And I think next year in Vlogmas I would love to get a beauty one. And then to finish off this video, I just wanted to talk to you guys about some traditions that I want to start for when Phil and I have a family. So I have mentioned some of these in a Q&A before, so yeah, if you guys, I think it was my Q&A last year, so if you guys watched that, then a lot of this stuff is probably a double up, but I just wanted to do like a complete separate video on Christmas traditions. So the first tradition I want to start when I have a family is a Christmas Eve box. So I kind of just want to do like some sort of Christmassy box that I put in Christmas PJs, maybe like a Christmas game or like a Christmas craft that we can do with our kids on Christmas Eve, some sort of chocolate, and maybe just like a couple of like little small kind of like stocking filler like presents, because I just think that'll be something for them to look forward to, and it will kind of just start the like Christmas festivities a little bit earlier. Maybe even a Christmas tree decoration, that could be something I could put in that box as well. I think when Phil and I end up having kids, I will do like a whole video on like prepping the Christmas boxes for them, because I think that could be quite fun. The next tradition I kind of want to keep from when I was a kid, and that is either listening to Christmas music or watching a Christmas movie as we're unwrapping presents. It just kind of fills that like awkward silence. And then the last tradition that I kind of want to do is something that Phil and I have already started, and it's what I mentioned in one of my hauls last year, and that is that Phil and I want to get one of those Farmer's Christmas beers for like every year that something significant happens. So we got one in 2019 because Phil and I planned to get engaged at the end of 2019, which happened obviously. We want to get one this year because Phil and I both became Christians this year, and then next year obviously we'll get one because Phil and I will get married, and then like when we have a baby we want to like get a beer, or like when we buy a house or something, just so that like the beers that we've got kind of mean something to us. And I just think it'll be kind of nice to kind of like remember over the years like why we got them. So there we go guys, that is all of the traditions that I have that I've written down that I wanted to share with you guys. I feel like this video has probably been a little bit shorter, so hopefully you guys don't mind. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please make sure to turn on the notifications and check out my social media, always linked down below in the description box. And I have done a few other Christmas videos on my channel this year, so I will leave my Christmas playlist down below and in the eye as well for you guys to go and watch. Hopefully you guys don't mind that it will kind of just be like a little bit different this year on my channel. I kind of knew it would be as soon as I moved to Auckland. I knew my kind of plans for Christmas for my channel would change. I've got a few ideas on some videos I want to film. I've got heaps of ideas for videos next year. If there's anything specific you guys do want to see, let me know down below in the comments. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of one that I'm actually like filming at the moment, and that is a Christmas thrift with me. I have picked up a few things, but I want to wait till I have a few more things to be able to show you guys. And yeah, I think that's everything. and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!